This is possibly my biggest challenge to date. Hi, I'm Al. I'm just a person who's trying his best to see what is possible. Tomorrow I take on the Greener Miles Running 12-hour race. Greener Miles Running are an eco-friendly company. So there'll be no t-shirts at the end, no disposable cups to throw away, and in the goodie bag at the end there'll be a packet of wildflower seeds to plant in your garden to encourage bees and other pollinators to help in your little piece of tranquility. And if you've been following my channel, you know how much I love nature and wildlife. So yeah, that's a nice touch. Bring on the bees, behave and be quiet, and be kind. Taking place in the majestic Hampsterley Forest, I'll be running a loop of 6.6 kilometers or 4.12 miles. The aim? It's not time, it's distance. How many laps of that course can I run in 12 hours? This does give me flashbacks of when I ran the colossal Loch Ness 24 in 2023 with my Scottish friends. At that time, the furthest I'd ever ran was 10k, and I was training for a half marathon. So what better way to train for a half marathon than to enter a 24-hour race? That's logical. But to be fair, I did win entry to that competition via a podcast competition that I won. And those moments and experiences and memories will last with me forever. If you ever catch me again entering a competition to win a place in an ultra, shoot me. I didn't see Nessie. It never stopped raining. But being pushed completely out of my comfort zone, but me being me, always face challenges head on, it was so rewarding. But you know, afterwards. That time I was part of a relay team, and you were only allowed one member of that team on the course at any one time. I had to wait my turn, so I couldn't run when I wanted to. When I was on the course, especially at night, I was becoming fatigued and getting slower, disorientated, running sideways. And I was then getting messaged by the rest of my team going, "Where are you? Are you in danger? Do you need medical assistance?" No, I'm just running. But compared to you, maybe it's not running. But a challenge I wasn't prepared for, but when I raised this with ultra runners, they totally understood and agreed, was how difficult the stop, start was. You'd go from, as I said, it would never stop raining, so you'd go from wet to back to your tent to get back into your dry clothes to try to get some rest, to then get back into wet clothes to get them back out there. Inevitably, you were seizing up. I couldn't stand up. I remember rolling around on the floor in my tent, naked, trying to get my underpants and my socks on, thinking, if I can't do this, how can I run 7 kilometers? If I can't do the simple stuff like put on some socks, how can I run? Hobbling to the start line, cold, and thinking, how am I going to do this? Once I saw my teammate hand the baton to me, everything changed. Off I went, running. Loch Ness was a 7-kilometer loop. To achieve ultra running status, I needed to run further than a marathon. So I needed to run 7 laps. And 7 laps I did. So in 24 hours, when I still hadn't run a half marathon, I ran 49 kilometers. Or 30 miles. That's pretty good. I gave myself one of them. So on to Greener Miles. It's not a 24-hour race, it's a 12. I'm not in a team, I'm running solo, but now I can run as much or as little or as slow as I want without the fear of letting anyone down. No teammates, just me. This is on my terms. This is 2 years later. This is my time. The goal for me, as always, is to have fun, but also to challenge yourself and see how far I can really go, what is really possible. And if I can do it, you can too. So the goal is to have fun. The challenge on the table is, can I run further than I ever have in a day? Of a 6.6 kilometer lap, that will need to be 8 laps, which would be 52 kilometers or 32 miles. With Greener Miles Running supplying water, hot drinks, snacks and free pizza. Let's get out there and let's get it done, Al. Will I smash it? Well, you're going to have to watch the next episode and find out. Tell me how I got on. Did I do it? Best get packing. Wish me luck. I'll have a cup of tea first. 12 hours, what was I thinking? Thanks for watching. This was a Christmas gift. Maybe that means they don't like me. Like seeing me suffer. Couldn't they have just got me chocolate? Nah, memories. Push yourself. This is what it's all about. You can do this, Al. 8 laps.